Hello everyone, welcome to DJSurf videos and DJSurf YouTube channel. Today we are looking at the Pioneer DJ OPUS Quad. The OPUS Quad is a 4-channel mixer and a 4-deck standalone unit. So you can use your USB key, SSD, your hard drive. You can connect to Recordbox with the Prodigy link on Recordbox export and export your track directly on the unit, like if your computer can be like a USB key, you know, a big USB key, so you can drop your file directly on the unit. You can also mix on Recordbox performance mode or Serato. It will activate the performance mode of Recordbox, and it will be a license cable software enabled for Serato DJ Pro, so you can plug and mix all your tracks directly on the unit. You can also pick up your tracks on the cloud. You can pick up, we will see on Bluetooth, if someone is asking you a track, don't say yes. But you can also have your track directly from your phone, your smartphone, directly on the unit, on the channel 3 and channel 4. On the cloud, you can, if you manage, you see, with a subscription with Recordbox, you can have a space in the cloud and you can put your playlist there, your tracks. You can take it from there directly on your unit on Wi-Fi or Ethernet connection. You can also plug your turntable or your CD player directly on the SCR on the back. We will see that just now in the connections. On the front, you will have all the settings for the mic 2, pretty the same as the mic 1. You will have also your headphones output with mini jack and quarter jack. On the back, you will have your power input, the combo jack XLR mic 1 input, the 2 analog line phono input for channel 3, channel 4, the quarter jack booth output, the XLR zone and master output, a RCA analog master 2 output, an Ethernet connection for the Prodigy link, a USB-C port for the Prodigy link or to control your computer with Recordbox Performance or Serato, and at the end, a Type A USB 3 for your hard drive or your USB drive. So let's focus on the navigation first. So the main screen will be a touch screen. You can do a lot of things with your fingers. After, you will have 2 screens here. It's not touch screen, but you have a lot of information like time elapse, time remain, the BPM, the key, the pitch range, see the artwork of your track. You will have the beat loop length, the beat jump length, your main waveform. It's important because if you want to browse your track, you will not have the main waveform here. You see? You don't have it, but you can have it here. It's pretty cool like that. So this screen, those screens here, and after the screen, it will indicate where the needle, you know, like a turntable, where your needle is and when your cue is, where your cue is. So for scratching, etc., it will be the same, you know. You have cue here and you can jump like that. So first you have this button here, waveform. Whatever you are on the screen, if you're browse, sources, playlist, tag list, whatever, if you push waveform, you go directly on your main waveform. So it's cool on this unit because you only see the waveform you are mixing. You see, I have my track 1 on top, on the bottom my track 2, but if I jump on, it's my track 4, my second track. But if you jump on track 2, you will have this. Only the track you're touching the platter, you're making some audios, etc. So it's very straight to the point. But you can also, on the display, put the 4 decks, the main waveform. It's touchable. You can touch it. It's not a problem. If you are 2 waveform or 4 waveform, but you have the 4. But you will have the 2 main up here. You see? And it's very cool because each deck can be colored with its own main color. And you will have the color here. You will have the color here. The color here. Everything is very... you see here too. You can see each information. So let's make just 2 decks because I pretty like that. And after, when you are here, you have your main waveform, but you can touch them to go directly where you want on your track. And after, it's done for the waveform part, the main part. After, we will see at the end of the video, because it will be the BTFX here, but it's touchable. We will see after. Shortcuts, like the name is a shortcut. You can set a lot of things. You can set the contest value. You can set the color of your deck. You can set the main display, LCD brightness, the RGB. You see, it's pretty cool to have those screens because when you touch like that, you can't see here. You have here, you know. So if I do that, I have here, but I have always to go there like that, okay? But if I do that, it will be here. It's pretty cool too. So you have this deck display and mixer recording. We will see after when we will touch the faders, etc. So shortcut, you have utility, but there is a lot of things, but you can set the network, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, like I said, to take your you can take on your computer. You can make if you have the box, the computer can be on Wi-Fi on the box and your device on Wi-Fi on the box, and you can take your track directly on Recordbox export if you want. It's not a problem. Prefer the cable, the Ethernet cable, but you can do it on Wi-Fi. It's not a problem. And you have the Bluetooth settings. You know, when you want to pair your smartphone directly with the... So a lot of settings, but it's just settings. After, you will have sources. So here you can have your USB, software control when you want to be on performance mode, or Serato DJ Pro, or Prodigy Link directly. You can have also directly here your cloud, if you manage your track directly on the cloud. After, you will have browse. So for now I am on my computer, I'm not on the USB drive here. Browse can be touchable. You see, you have a lot of things here. Those things here, tracks, rating, BPM, can be set directly on the record box, and when you plug your USB key or when you plug your computer, you can how can I say, you can load here, you can load your preset like you want. So you can have artists, what do you want? And after, the second column can be changed directly on Recordbox too. And also the sort button, you can sort by rating, track name, etc. BPM, key, etc., etc. Oh, BPM and key you have here too. Okay, so when you browse your track, you can browse directly with your finger, of course, like that. You can push like that. It's very cool to touch. The touch screen is very, very fast, very cool, and I think it's solid to put my hands on it. You can also browse with your little knob here. You have back here if you want, or you can push to go back and forward. And this navigator here is pretty cool because you have left, right, up, down. Up, down will allow you to push like that and have 12 tracks by 12 tracks, so you can go directly on the top very fast, you know. And after this little, let's see, this track, for example, with the arrow on left and right. On left, you will have the first second of the track. And on the right, you will have the middle. Like that. But you can also, when you have a track playing here, you can also listen to another track. You see, I have this one. But I can also... Of course, on your headphone, you will have sort like that, because you have two tracks. But you can also, when you have a track playing, you see, waveform, like that, you can also jump another part of your track. Again, you will have to choose which one you want to listen, you know. We will see on the PFL section, on the Q section, how to do that. So navigation part, browse, playlist. Playlist, when you are, wherever you are, you choose playlist and you're on the main playlist tab if you want. And you can put some favorite playlist, you know, by, for example, House Jay-Z, here. Minimal, here. And after, just to jump like that, and I go directly on my playlist. If I am here and I jump here, I will be on my playlist, and you can erase it like that. And after, when you are on the right track, for, I don't know, for example, this one, you push here, and you will have your track playing here. And at the end, around the screen, the last function, the smooth echo. So it's a function inherited from the DJM S11. It will allow you to make a little echo with different manipulation. We will see that with the setting, a long push here. So everything will be on if you touch the screen here. So for example, out cue, it will make an echo when you will engage out cue, or a cue, pause, load. You can touch like this. You can choose the length or the beat of the echo. For example, 1/4, 1/8, half a beat, and after the number of beat to trigger. So let's see 0, for example, and 1 here. Let's see with music on. So now you don't have any echo, but if I release that, and on the crossover, or maybe half a beat, so it is a FX. Beside all the FX, the color FX, the beat FX, it's an FX on the side when you release a function, for example. So the smooth echo. So everything is okay. Let's see how to choose, because usually you have a selector if you want to push USB, line, phono, etc. Here it's directly on the screen. So first, the mic. You can choose which mic, mic 1, mic 2, mic 1, 2. You have the level here, talk over, on, off. Okay, you have the feedback reducer when you have Larsen. We call it in French Larsen, you know, beep. So you can put light or AV to cut, to reduce, no, to kill the feedback. So mic, after you will have on each, let's pause it, on each, on channel 3 and channel 4, you will have the opportunity to put deck 3, so USB key, computer, etc. Standalone unit, line, phono on the back, like you saw on the connection, and Bluetooth. So let's push Bluetooth and take a little track like that. It's really my track. It's not a trap. So if someone is asking you something, you can now, you don't have to plug a jack or something like that on your phone. You can do it directly here. So Bluetooth, we will see on each channel you can assign which channel can be on the left of the crusader, on right of the crusader. When everything is done, yeah, of course, 1 and 2 are standalone with USB key, no phono, no line. You have your gain control and EQs. Let's see that. So gain control, be used to not put red light, of course. EQs, so let's see on the shortcut, just EQ like that, so minus 26. And after with kill, you have nothing. Color FX, let's put more sound on the booth to listen to my speaker. So space, let's see on the little part here, it's pretty cool here. Dub echo. Le crush, the crush. Little crush here. Big crush. The sweep, so you will have a gate on the left. Let's see with the rhythm. And on the right, you will have the sweep. Noise. Of course, each FX here can be done with another FX here. Let's see, not echo, I want, not this, a little trance, it's cool. Let's see, 1/4, and I will put the noise here. Ah, no, just here. With the tempo, it's better like that. Yeah. Okay, and after filter without resonance. And with resonance. After the PFL section, so you can listen to each channel if you want. Here you are your little balance. So more on the channel here, more on the master, the main sound, the level, and of course, when you touch here, you will have another PFL with, if you have 4 tracks, you will have a a fifth PFL directly on your headphone. It's very comfortable. Faders and crossfaders can be changed with their curves here. So cut, not cut, more mixing like that. And can be, let's see here, can be switch, no, not here. A or B or through will be no manipulation, no cutting on the crossfader. And voila, let's see on this main part of this mixer part, the little level. So you have your master level here, so the main level on XLR, like you saw on the connections. You have your booth output, so master more for the crowd, booth more for your, like it's a booth, so more for you, the booth in the cabin. And you have a new output, the zone output. What is the zone output? You can choose between, so it's in shortcut, choose between 3, 4 master. Oh, don't choose master, because master it will be the same, but 3 or 4, this channel or this channel. You can choose to put some tracks, playlists, etc. directly on a channel to be on a third output on another room. You can mix this on the main room, for example, for a wedding or something like that, and you can put this channel directly on another room for the ambience, etc. How can be done? Look, you take 4 here, you choose 4 on, you can PFL the sound. You see, I will cut the zone, just push like that. So now you listen to the zone. It's completely different from here. You see? And I don't have my fader. If I fader up, you will listen to the master, of course. So, like that. But if I cut the zone out and push here, you can listen to the PFL, into the PFL. So another output for another room, another ambience. It's pretty cool. So zone output. We saw everything here. Okay. Let's see on the deck part. So like you see, you have a big jog. The jog can be on scratch or not. If you choose no scratch, you will have bending here. You can have bending without the tonality change, you see, or on the color. If you choose scratch, it will be scratch on the platter, of course, and bending on the side. The jog can be very light, a lot of turn, or very heavy, little rotation. Let's see the pitch on the right. So you have your slider here. Can be done with or without master tempo. So you can choose, change the BPM but not the key. You can reset at 0%. You can choose your tempo. It's 6, 10, 16 and 100%. You have a beat sync, so you can sync up to 4 track. The BPM on 4 track, you have 1 master and 3 slave, of course. The master can be done here or here, you see. After you have a key sync, so you can sync each track between them. So like the BPM sync, you can sync. You have a track with, for example, ABM like that. You can sync the other key of another track directly on this track here. But you can also, when you listen to a track, like for example here, let's push here, you can choose here the little arrow here and choose to change the key or directly reset. Pretty good. So it's done here. You have the vinyl still adjust, so to make a break or not. And on the left you have sleep reverse. So sleep reverse will allow you to make little reverse, but the track still play underneath, so you don't move the temporary side of the track. Okay, beat jump. So beat jump value can be done with shift button. So you have half beat to 64 beat. Let's see 16 for example. I can jump between here. I will jump between the rhythm and the melody. So it's very cool. After you will have the loop, so it can be manual. Let's see, in and out. In, out. If you don't like this loop, you push in or out and you can adjust. Etc. But you can also make a loop with the quantize button. If you don't know what is the quantize, you can see on the beginning of the video a link to a lot of lessons, lot of courses, DJing for beginner, how to connect your computer, how to connect your speakers, how to make out cue, how to quantize, etc. Everything is inside this little page. You can see that. So you can do the loop with the quantize button. And it will match the grid directly on the track. Or at the end you can push directly here, so you have quarter beat to 32 bits for bit for your loop. For example, 16. Or 8. 4, 2, 1, etc. When you have a loop you like, you can record it like the audio cue here. For example, this one. I like it. Record. Jump out. I have an audio cue here. And here I have my loop. I can erase it. And if I want just audio cue, you release your loop and you record your audio cue. So you have 8 audio cues. I have this one, this one, this one, and if you don't need this audio cue, you push here. And on the side here you have cue loop, because on Recordbox you can have audio cues and audio loop, but you can have cue and loop. When you record those cue and those loop directly on the Recordbox, you can code them here with the shift button, or do a track search. So the next track, the last track, etc., etc. And I think it's done for this part. Before going to the beat FX at the end, because you have a large touchscreen to make some touch FX, let's see how to record your mix, because you can record your mix. Also, I saw that on the RX3. I think it will be the same here. When you mix on Recordbox or Serato and you want to mix Beatport Link or something like that, you can record your mix. You can't on the software, but you can directly on the unit. It's done on the RX3. I've done that, but I think it will be okay on this one too. So shortcut, you can choose which USB will record your mix. So it can be here, it can be here on the back, and after you push rec when you're done, and you will have your mix directly on the USB key. And the last part, the beat FX. So you can choose you have a large bar here to choose your FX, maybe spiral for example. So it will be here. You can choose the channel, so mic, channel 3, 1, 2, 4, or master. Let's see, 1. After my track here, I push here, and I push on. Let's see, quantize, it's okay. So it's the first way to make an FX. We are not going to see each FX because every time you have more or less the same thing, and if you want to listen to each FX right now like that, you can see my video on the DJM A9. You will have more or less the same FX, more or less, 1 or 2 different, but more or less this FX. Why it's important to show you this large bar with all FX? Because when you are on BitFX, you will have just the FX here or here. So you can have 4 favorite FX. For example, I can push, I don't know, I have flanger, so let's put flanger. Let's put pitch. So I have echo, ping pong, flanger, pitch, and after I can put a reverb here. So I can have 5 FX. Let's see that. So echo, ping pong, flanger, pitch, etc. And of course my reverb. If I disengage here and go to my reverb here, I have my reverb, and at the end I can touch the screen like that. Let's see here, because FX, it's better to do FX here on a little part than a large part, maybe here. It's better on echo. And you can erase your favorite FX like that, like the playlist. It's easy like that. And waveform. And we arrive at the end of this video of the Opus Squad from Pioneer DJ. I hope you like this video. I put all my heart on a very short time to make this one. So I hope you like it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask under the video in the comment section. Let's see us on the next content, and till that, take care everybody, and see you next content. Bye bye.